Hello everyone, it's been a while, and in this video I'm going to be introducing you to a remix competition, and this is going to be of my last track called WarCry. And before you even attempt remix, I think it's best that you hear the original. So there'll be a link at the top of the description, and also, shall we say, top left of the screen. And the beginning sounds like that. Take a listen to that, and then if you like the sound of it, come back here and we can get on with kind of like all the stuff about the remix competition and all the rules and everything. So if you go to another link in the description, you'll find the download to the remix stems, and that's all this stuff. But first we're going to have a look at the information about it, entry terms, all that rubbish. So that's here. So if you open that, you'll see there's a link here which takes you to the original track, so that's worth looking at. And I talk about those stuff like the stems. There, in that folder there's 11 of them. Between them all they cover every single element from the original track, and I've tried to do it so that they don't get in each other's way, so I've condensed it down to make the file size small. And also there's the original track as an MP3 as well to keep it small, which you should listen to just for reference and if you want to take any overall sampling. But yeah, and kind of if you want to enter this as a remix, then it does have to use like at least one stem, let's say, or bear some resemblance to the original, just because if you can't tell it's a remix, then it won't be entered, just because it would be almost pointless. And try to be inventive, like I say. Don't just speed up the original to turn it into drum and bass and then hope that will get you a prize, because it won't, because I will notice. To enter, you need to upload your track, so make it into a video, put it on YouTube, or you can put it up on SoundCloud, or both if you want, and put in the title in either of them, WarCry Remix Competition. And once you've done that, then you've got to email me, and use this email here, which is nordenalexander, all one word, spelled like that, @gmail.com. And on that email, just attach the MP3, tell me a bit of information about you if you want, and also include any social links, so Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube, anything else you want. And if you win, I'll put that on the video, which I'll upload to my channel so people can find you. So if you want to be promoted anyway, that would be a good thing to include. And in terms of the attachments, MP3s are guaranteed to work always. I can open most things. And if you do send me a different format, I'll try and open it, but if I can't, then it won't be entered, so play it safe, I'd say. And then let's look at the thing you're probably all interested in, and that's the prizes. And there are 3 main prize tiers: first, second, and third, because they're like top 3. You can call it gold, silver, and bronze. And if you come first, the big thing is you get to collab with me on any genre, just as long as it's not trap. And we can do the remix through Skype. We can call each other when we do it. And once it's finished, we'll post it on my channel with all the links to you and all of that stuff. So that'll be cool. And as well as that, we can add each other on Skype, and then we can talk about production stuff. So you do get to chat to me occasionally when we want and can. And also, if I ever working on a trap, you'll be one of the track, not trap. Then you'll be one of the people I'll send the preview to for advice, because that's what I do when I've got a work in progress going. And then on the flip side of that, if you got any work in progresses you want to send to me, then you can, and I'll pretty much write up a page of advice, good things I like about it, and ideas, which I can give to you and then you can use. And that's not something I'll do just... I will do answer questions about people that send me their tracks, but I wouldn't go into nearly as much detail as I would here. And then finally, like with all the prize tiers, you'll get your entry uploaded on my YouTube and SoundCloud and posted on my Facebook, and basically everyone who subscribed to it and all that will see it, and that will get you a good amount of promotion on it. Second place is like first place, except without the collab bit. So you can send me stuff on Skype, we can talk on Skype, I'll send you my previews of stuff and upload it to my channel. And similarly with third place, it's just that, but only work in progress is sent back and forth, and the advice and all that. I mean, you can read this yourself. And actually, just as a little extra, fourth and fifth place, those will be kind of... You won't get your own video on it on my channel, but what I will do is I'll put the link to your video, the one which you upload it on, in the description of all those other 3, and so people will see that and go to them. So that's just some minor promotion for you to recognise your effort. And you have 1 month to do this after the release of this video, which, I'm recording this on the 21st of September, so it will end on the 21st of October, I think. So, of course, if I upload this tomorrow, then it will be different, but you have 1 month from the release of this video to complete your remix. If I do receive entries after the closing date, then they will not be counted. So get them in a few days before just to be safe, and you'll be fine. One kind of side note, if I don't receive enough entries for the competition, I will extend the closing date just for me to get a few more. But that's hopefully unlikely to happen, and I will let you all know if that is going to be happening. So that's cool. And then once the competition closing date has ended, then it might take me like a week, maybe even 2, just to get everything together, decide who's the best, upload the winning ones, and when I upload them I'll release them like 1 per day, so 3rd place will be one day, 2nd after, then 1st, to get a nice bit of suspense between you all. And then last bit of main talking from me is how you're going to be judged, and well, production quality is one thing I really look for when I listen to a track. So it has to be clean, it's got to have a lot of dynamic range, hint hint, and a nice clean mix to it. So keeping with the dynamic range thing, please don't compress the master. I'm okay with loud tracks, but really don't push it so far and hoping it's going to get you the prize, because it's not. The other thing that I really like is good sound design. So in the stems there is the main bass from the original track, but it'd be quite nice if I could hear you do something with that, like resample it or make your own new one. I don't really mind. Thirdly, musicality, and this is kind of a splitting point between producers. If you know your music theory and get a good chord sequence or melody, then I'm probably going to like it because I enjoy that sort of thing too. So that's just something to slip in there if you can. And lastly, personal preference. At the end of the day, it's a remix of my track and I'm going to be judging it, so if I enjoy it the most, then that will win. So, you probably don't all know my musical taste, but I'm an ex-core Kill the Noise AU5 person, and that sort of thing. Something along those lines is good for me. So good luck to you all, and if you've got any questions, you've got these links here to kind of find me and ask questions. But hopefully I've covered everything I need to. So now we're going to have a look at the stems, and you'll find that in this zip folder. It will be a zip when you download it. But anyway, you go into the stems bit, and you got like these, and I think there's 11 of them, I think I said. Yeah, there's 11. And like I say, between them all they cover every single element of the track. Earlier I loaded them all into a GarageBand project, because I use GarageBand to produce, and so here are all the 11 of them loaded in. And so yeah, might as well just play it through. And before I play it, one thing I do need to mention is that the levels between the tracks aren't perfect just if you load them straight in. You'll see all of these are set at 0 dB currently. And because I had normalization turned on and not all the tracks peak at 0, that will mean that they'll be slightly the wrong levels. So you might need to do a bit of like fiddling around with the volume. But yeah, anyway. And if you skip ahead to the drop, which is here, so there we are. This is the main bass. Very nice. So those are the stems, and like I say, you can use them any way you want. Just make sure you use like at least one, let's say, or at least one similar sound or melody, just enough for me to be able to tell it is a remix, because if you make the thing you put in so subtle that I don't notice it's even there, then I won't actually know it's a remix at all. So yeah, I think you understand. But just a couple of bits of information. It's 140 beats per minute, and it's 4/4 time signature, and it's actually F major, but it doesn't tell you there because it's just a new project. But you can change any of that. You can pitch them if you want, change the tempo, do whatever you want. I really don't mind. But I do believe that's everything I actually need to say about the remix. Yeah, have fun with it. And the main object of this is for you to have fun and play around. And shall we say I'll see you in a month's time after this is all over. So goodbye and have fun.